Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live Akashic Messages with me, Natasha. I am so happy to be here. I usually go live on Tuesdays. And this week, you're going to get a bonus because I will be going live with my friend John and the beautiful Viviani that supports this group as well. And I'm super excited about that. And that is on Thursday at 4 o'clock. So that is super exciting. Hi, Emily. So these are our clocks have not changed. So if you're in the US and in Canada, our clocks have still not changed and they only change at the end of the month. So that takes a little bit of time. Um, Beautiful. So the way these work is if you would like a message, a healing, an activation, whether it be in your personal life, in your business, in your career, or at work, please put that in the chat with capital letters because that helps me to determine what is for me and what is the group supporting each other because this is a beautiful supportive group. So happy Tuesday. I am so happy to be here. I'm going to run us through a meditation and then I will give a group message and then I will randomly choose people. If your message is in capital letters, please put it in there. When I do healing, I do it for the group. This makes it not only more powerful, but we're all in this together, right? So it's important to know that there's power in group, and I absolutely love that. So let's jump into this and let's begin. So let's close our eyes. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And let's bring our attention from the outside world internally and just breathe. And again, let's connect into our heart space. And let's connect into this beautiful aspect of us that merges heaven and earth. It's all merged in the heart. And I'm going to invite you to open up the chakras on the soles of your feet and connect into the diamond white crystalline energy, the energy of an ascended earth. And bring that energy up into the body. And you might feel a slight pull as you connect into Mother Earth once more. You connect into the aspect of creation, connect into the aspect of nurturing. She offers us everything that we need on this planet. We lack nothing. And it's a remembrance of that. And just take a note, how does it feel in your body? Is there parts of your body that is requiring more of this energy? Breathe that energy into that area and allow it to either dissipate the energy or to nourish that part, that organ, that system. We hold crystalline energy within us already, so allow this to ignite it, to expand it, and to bring it to its highest form. And let's anchor this energy into the heart, completely grounding us. And as we sync our energies to that of Mother Earth, we remember that we're an extension of nature, that we are part of everything and that we're not alone. And from above you, connect into a golden energy, connecting into the energy of the central sun. That is not our sun, but the sun of the center of the universe. And as we connect into the central sun, We access the energies of Christ consciousness, unconditional love, compassion, ascension, expansion. And we bring that energy down into our crown. And we allow this energy to flood into our aura as it moves into the center of our mind as well, clearing our seat of intuition, clearing our throat chakras as it clears our avenues of expression and anchors deep into the heart where it connects into the divinity that we already are. And we start to remember that we are one with the cosmos and that the cosmos is one with us, that we are completely divine, completely human, all at the same time. And as we drop into the heart, we open the records. Keepers of the Akashic Records, please open and allow me access to the records of this session for all those that are joining in and all those that will watch the replay, so that all may experience the vibrational frequencies, the intention to heal, expand, to empower, to guide. The records are now open, the records are now open, the records are now open. Now more than ever is a time to access your intuition and to start to trust that inner GPS system that you already have. And this is not something that you require outside of you, but this is something that you remember. This is something that has always been with you. And if you've not been conscious of it, we want to remind you that intuition belongs to all, just like breathing belongs to all. It's not for only the special, it's not for only the unique, it's for you as well. We all come inbuilt with a GPS system, and now more than ever, when we don't know what is real and what is not, the discernment comes from the heart, the discernment comes from the soul, the discernment comes from the intuition. And intuition, whether you're doing your life, whether you're running a business, whether you're at work or trying to expand your career, your intuition is what guides you when to stay, when to go, when to move, when to say yes, when to say no, when to close that deal, who to collaborate with. And this intuition has always guided you at home. This intuition has always guided you. And sometimes it is ignored. Sometimes it is outsourced. Sometimes we don't believe it. But what we say to you today is trust that inner guidance. Trust the knowledge and wisdom that already resides within you. Remember, it's not about reinventing everything. Everything already exists. You have the knowledge, the wisdom within you. And it is your intuition that would guide your next steps. And even though Natasha is here to support you in this way, know that you are no different to her. She perhaps has had more experience, more time, more practice. But her intuition works in a new, unique way, as does yours. It makes it no more valid or less valid, just different. But one thing is for sure, we all have it. So remember, activate that GPS system within you, because in this age of technology where we don't know what's real and what's not anymore, it is that human essence of you that will continue to survive, to thrive, and to expand. Because There is no technology. There is nothing that will take your intuition away because it is inbuilt. It is always there. It's time to remember because the more you trust, the more you'll get. This is important. Trust your spidey senses, as Natasha says, but it's about moving forward in alignment with your head, your heart, and your soul. And then you know you're on purpose. Then you know you're in the flow because things fall into place. But that blueprint map is directed by your intuition, your inner GPS system. Thank you. How may we support you today? Okay. Let's start with the messages. Okay, Lotus. Hi, Sharina. Okay, hi, Natasha. May I ask for a message from the Syrian Council, please, with any healing that I may need at this time? Thanks. Absolutely. Let's connect into the Syrian Council. It's always such a nice, beautiful, like I see this spaceship as being almost kind of like it's like a diamond. It's not, it's a blue white diamond color. And the beautiful energetic frequencies, it's like a blue white that I see, if that makes any sense. And what they say is, my sister, be patient. Connect in as often as you can and as you need, but you need to trust the information that you are receiving. Stop doubting the information, stop doubting the intuition, and trust. You are moving through times of change right now, and times of change is why you were there. It's to help support the earth. It's to help support the brothers and the sisters around you. And yes, doing that internal work is what makes the change because it changes your frequency and the frequency of those around you, as well as those that have walked before you and those that will walk after you. So, yes, although you're wanting to help many people, sometimes it's all about doing that work internally. But the time will come soon where your gifts will be activated deeper and further. When you fear less, when you expect less, when you try to control less. Allow the free flow of the information that you require and then trust it, because sometimes you are receiving information that is not out there yet or is not common. That is why you are here. So I'm getting just to tweak your nervous system very slightly to be able to receive the frequencies. Okay, it's turned now to this diamond white light once more. It is important for you to ground, okay? Especially when you're receiving these frequencies and then drinking lots of water so that they can move through you. Okay. Um, I hope that that is supportive for you, Sharina. Okay, let's see. Where are we next? Because this is random. Okay, Sally. So good to see you, Sally. Let's do Sally. Good morning, Natasha. Thank you for always sharing. Absolutely. Can I please have a message about my business? Yes, absolutely. Okay, so as I connect into your business, Sally, you're trying to do too much because you have all this knowledge, doesn't they're asking you to focus. They're asking you to really start to get laser sharp on what it is that you're doing. You can do a lot of stuff and you've got a lot of abilities. You're really good at what you do, but it's focusing on what makes you happy, what's the easiest for you, and what brings in the most amount of money right now. And I know it's not about the money, but what you enjoy is what it becomes. But they're asking you to do less, but do it more focused, if that makes sense as well. Also, there's something to do with partnerships. It's not about collaborate with the right people, but don't bring in partnerships, is what they're saying. That is important for you right now. So it's about collaborations, but you've got this right now because you need to be able to breathe and expand and move your business in the way that you want to move it and respond to what is being needed. Okay. So, yeah, focus, focus, focus because and specialize. So you become the specialist. But events are there and collaborate with the right people. Make sure it's an equal collaboration that comes through. Okay. I wish you well, and I can't wait to see your success. It's awesome. Thank you. Okay. Angela, I miss you, Angela. I miss our mornings in the subscription in the conscious community. We're going to be starting our next one. Um, there has been a little bit of a confusion on the dates, but we're going to start on the 20th, and we're starting with a 21-day journey of forgiveness, which is important. Angela, let's see. Oh, I missed you. Where did it go? Angela, hi Natasha. Am I still confused as to why my ex continues to bring me food to work? May I have a message about this? And has my soul contract with him ended? I'm looking forward to the new 21-day event. Yes, I can't wait for that to start. Okay, let's connect into your ex. I'm not connecting into your ex, I'm connecting into him through you. Again, just permission based. Okay, so for me, it feels like there's two things. One is there's been an energetic shift with him as well, but it also feels it's like it's very confusing. I can see why it's confusing because it's kind, but at the same time, there's an aspect of energy of control that comes in there to see what is going on and what is not. And it almost what has happened is that your frequency has changed. You have changed. You feel different. And he doesn't know what to do with that either. So, by bringing you food every day to work, it's a way of him controlling that and trying to keep tabs. And you know what? Sometimes when we grow and we expand, people try and put us back into a box. So I can see why it's very confusing because it's kind, but you're feeling the energy that's coming in behind it, and it doesn't feel very trusting either. So always trust your gut instinct. I would clear the food and bless it. We usually used to pray anyway, so it's bringing in those blessings anyhow. So that is important. For you to connect in, but you've got to need to see how you feel about it. Also drop in and see if you're in alignment with it, right? So that is quite important as well. So I can see why you're very confused, but that is the information that is there. So I will see you on the 20th. Our clocks have not gone back yet. But I'm so looking forward to this journey of forgiveness with everybody, and you're all invited to join the conscious community. It's £22 a month, and you get access to all the 21 days that we've done already, and we get to meet live. Usually, it's 5 o'clock in the morning in the UK. The night before in Calgary, Alberta, and Edmonton. We have had some people that have joined us in Mexico. It's also pretty late. But join us if you want. It's always there. So we start on the 20th. Excellent. Thanks, Angela. Okay. True. Thanks, Lily. That is a great. I have updated my Akashic Foundational training, and I'm super excited that we're going to be doing that on the 30th and the 31st of May. This is an intensive introduction to working with the Akashic Records for yourself. That helped me to get onto this path. It opens up your intuition. It's a fantastic way. I love the Akashic Records, but then I'm biased. So there we go. Thank you, Lily, for sharing all of that with the group. Okay, let's see. Where are we next? Please give me your name if it's not your handle. Hi, Natasha. Feeling a bit stuck. What's the number one thing I can do to shift this energy? Okay. And that's Marfil. I'm going to take that's your name. Okay, let's connect in. Okay, so where you're stuck is your throat chakra. You need to start asking for what you want. And there's quite a few things. So there's a few things that you can do. I see you walking in nature if you don't already, but it's about moving the energy within you. Okay. And you're not stuck. You're taking a pause. This is a point of you changing direction. So this is all about you going within to decide how is it that you're wanting to emerge, right? So it's what is it that you want, and you feel stuck because it feels like you're trying to, you're not being seen, you're not being heard, you're not being you need to start speaking into existence that which you're wanting to create. Okay. And that's important. So I'm just going to clear up your throat chakra a little bit just to help. And again, I do it for you, I do it for the group. Yeah, it's like things are bottling up here. You need to start to express them. That's why you're feeling stuck, is because you don't know how to express it, but you're at a turning point. This is actually quite an exciting time for you as to which direction you're going to go in here. And also the power of your voice, the power of asking for what you desire and asking the right people, because a lot of the times we have a self-fulfilling prophecy that nobody will help us. So we tend to ask the wrong people so that they don't help us. So you're needing to start asking the right person that will support you. And if somebody says no, is they just not the right person? Oh my goodness, I feel like I've got a frog stuck in my mouth. Let me just, in my throat. I'm calling in the violet flame of Saint Germain. Just clearing all of our avenues of self-expression completely. And then I'm just getting that I need to clear your sacral so that you can start manifesting. And I ask to open up all the pathways of your highest potentiality in all timelines, dimensions, realms, and realities. And I'm asking to dissolve everything that is not in alignment. And you too, they're saying stop ignoring your intuition. If you see something, it's because you can create it and because you're worthy and deserving of receiving it. Otherwise, you would not have seen it in the first place. You would not have connected to it frequently, the frequency wise. Okay, it's just moved into my chest. Let me just clear it there. There's a lot of trauma that needs to be expressed, released. There's some grief that I still feel in your heart there. Let's just see if we can shift it. Okay, you're hesitating on speaking to somebody. You need to just speak to them. It's okay. You're not responsible how they receive the information. It's important. Okay. Oh, I'm seeing here, Maria. Yeah, you're needing to start expressing to your family, your friends. You got to stop bottling things up because sometimes that is not helpful for anyone. Okay. But yeah, let's start speaking into existence. I hope that that supported you, Maria. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's go next. Let's see where we are. Okay. Um, Emily, may I please have a healing for depression? Yes, absolutely. Okay, I'm just clearing the brain fog. Okay, the depression is okay, there's quite a few aspects. Oh, the depression is coming from a loss of a masculine energy, whether that be a person, whether that be a job, whether that be something within the masculine energy, but that still needs to be feel those feelings 100%. But I'm just going to remove the fog of the brain so that you can start thinking properly. And I'm just trying to see if I can shift this energy from your lungs, from your heart. Yeah, it's just stuck. You're needing to take some deep rest. It's time to go inside. But the second part of this is, what are you eating? There's almost an aspect of this. This is also chemical depression in the sense of it's brought in by your foods. So start to look at what it is that you're eating that might not be helping much. Okay. But hopefully that clearing to the lungs and that clearing to the chest is supportive for you. Okay. Um, and the brain fog is cleared so you can start having some sort of clarity. But feel your feelings 100% and then let them go. It's important. And it's important, what I'm seeing is daylight, and it's important moving. So if you can sit in the sun, feel it burning off any of the like low vibrational energies or whatever it is that's coming in, and then just let that go. But yeah, you're being called to deep rest because you're also rebirthing. You're yeah, you're changing cycles. Okay. I'm sending you lots of love. I hope that that was supportive for you as well. Okay. Hi, Julie. So good to see you. I haven't seen Emily. Okay, where are we next? Uh, Daytina. Hi, Natasha. Can I get an Akashic reading from my guides? Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Oh, so much pressure. Stop thinking. Sometimes it's less with the head and more with the heart. Or aligning, when you align your head and your heart together, then you're being led by your soul. But you can't think your way out of these things, Daytina. It's like there's a lot of pressure. Sometimes the answer lies in the heart. What do you want to do? What is the best possible outcome for you? Okay. And sometimes you just have to trust that everything is working out for you in the way that it needs to. We might not know why, and it might feel uncomfortable. Well, whatever it is that you're going through right now, know that there is a higher purpose for it. Know that there is not that there, everything, yes, everything is for a reason. But know that it's all working out for you, because you're going to look back and you're going to go, thank goodness, this is changing. But it feels like you are in a space of expansion right now, and that's important. So don't think your way through it, only feel your way through it, because it's almost like you're trying to drive with only half a car. So it's important. Your heart is important. Your needs, your wants, your desires are important. So you need to bring that into whenever you're making a decision. Okay. I hope it is supportive for you uh, as well. Okay. Let's see. Where are we going to next? Okay, let's connect in. Joe Megan, happy Tuesday. Would love a clearing and any messages you receive from me. Okay. I'm just bringing the violet flame into not only you, but into everybody. I'm just clearing any static, distortion, and interference. I'm clearing in any anxiety, any tension, any stress, any depression. And it's so interesting because I see you stepping like you're walking with a violet flame around you. Okay. You're actually walking through removing old cycles as you step forward. It's almost kind of like it's like you're walking, talking transmutation system that is coming in. And it's quite beautiful because you walk with the violet flame. I don't know if you've done any violet flame work, but the violet flame of Saint Germain. Saint Germain is absolutely incredible. Saint Germain was Merlin. Saint Germain was Francis Bacon. So there's a lot of energy. So it's whatever energy you're picking up from Saint Germain is important. But you walk with the violet flame. And the violet flame walks with you, but that's when you're in your highest expression. So step into that, and that's important. So call in the violet flame when you're needing to do any kind of work, is the suggestion that they are giving. So that's quite important for you. Okay. Whew. Hope that that is supportive for you. Okay. Where are we? Caroline Allen. Hello, Natasha. May I have a clearing for the land and the buildings on it? Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for what you do. Yes, absolutely. That is beautiful. Let's just connect in. I call in all the guides of the highest light and resonance to support this clearing, and I map out your land, and I call forward the guardians of your land to work with us as we clear that space. And I ask for the violet flame of Saint Germain to move through not only your space, but for all of our spaces, all of our homes, all of our land, clearing, cleansing, dissolving, transmuting any cords, any tethers, any attachments, any links, any ties to the people, the places, the circumstances that are no longer in alignment. I ask them to clear the buildings. And where we have permission to bring in harmony, to bring in peace, and I ask for the violet flame of Saint Germain to clear any lower vibrational frequencies of anger or frustration. And I ask for the guardians to support and protect this space in all timelines, in all dimensions, and in all realities. And I remove any hooks, any drains. And I close off any portals that do not support this land. And I place the violet fire to move through every space that will have the permission to do so. And once more, bringing in harmony, bringing in peace, bringing in love, removing the old grids that sit beneath the land. And I replace them with crystalline grids from the center of the earth, re-nurturing the soil, the people, in all timelines, in all dimensions, and in all realities. Thank you. Let me know how that feels after that. Thank you. Hi, Tammy. Could I please have a message from my guides? Thank you. Yes, absolutely. So, Tammy, I'm feeling very much kind of like there's a slight headache, but it's not in the middle. It feels like you're a little bit off center. I'm just going to bring you in just slightly so things start to flow a little bit better for you. And it's bringing me into the heart. And I'm also feeling a little bit of grief that you're still holding in the heart. And I don't know if somebody has passed, but the energy that is here, it feels like a grandparent type energy. And the message that's coming through for you is that you are loved. Now, your ancestors are proud of you for the healing that you have done, And they're saying that you are the black sheep of the family, and that's because you've always needed to be the black sheep. And you might have done a lot of people pleasing to support, which is quite a conundrum in being both. But they're very proud of what you've accomplished, and they're asking you to reactivate that rebellious side of yours that questions things, that side of you that loves adventure once more, because life is short and it's time to bring more joy, more love into your life. Thank you. I hope that that is supportive for you. That was a lot of loving energy, Tammy, that came through. I don't know if you know that grandparent. Okay, Rhonda. Hello, Natasha. May I have an Akashic reading regarding my future health, please? So as soon as I connect in, it's very much the throat is coming up, thyroid, that type of thing. They're not saying there's not about worrying it. It feels you're pretty healthy. I'm not getting any of that. But with regards to that, it's more about speaking your truth that's coming in there as well, which is absolutely important for you to start expressing your wants, your needs, your desires, and that will support your thyroid. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. All I'm just saying is they're asking you, if you're looking at it from a health perspective, is really it's needing to start to express yourself in all areas of your life, which is important, okay? Because what you have to say is important, and it's a big part of being seen and a big part of being heard, you know. Which is important. But don't worry about your health. You're doing everything right. So yeah, it's just you needing to start opening up, working on your throat chakra is what they're saying more than anything else. And a good way to do that, if anybody's working on their throat chakra, sing, sing in the car, sing in the shower, but just sing. That tends to help open up that, or practice what you have to say. Practice what you have to say with in the mirror or with somebody that you trust, but or envision the person's higher self, or write them a letter and burn it and send it out to them with that intention. That becomes important. Okay. I hope that that is supportive for you, Rhonda. Okay. Margaret. Hi, Natasha. May I please have a message from my guides? Grateful for you. Thank you. Yes, grateful for you too, Margaret. Okay, Margaret, you're going through this massive expansion, right brain, left brain. You're starting to anchor logic and intuition, and things are starting to make sense for you. If this hasn't started happening already, I feel that you're getting a lot of downloads right now. You're starting to receive extra codes. I don't know if you're sleeping well. That would be a sign of it, but you're moving into the next phase of your intuition. You're moving into the next phase of your expansion. So drink lots of water. Take rest when you need rest. Watch out for a little bit of just check your adrenals. So whatever supports adrenal health in kind of like food wise or whatever it is. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with your adrenals. All I'm saying is when we go through massive awakenings, massive expansions, when we get to awaken a little deeper, and awakening is really just a change of perspective. Right, where we start to see, and when we change that perspective, our whole world changes because we're seeing things from this new world, right? So but sometimes it can interfere with our adrenals. So take time to rest, drink lots of water, and support that. Hope that that makes sense to you as well. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Okay, Zandeha, what is blocking me from manifesting a remote job and working again, please? Working remotely would support my health, and my name is Zandeha. Yes. There's a limiting belief there that's coming in, or it's not a limiting belief, it's a competing belief. So you know you're worthy and deserving. You know that that remote job is out there, However, there's a deservability issue of it. There's actually a hesitation in going back to work as well. And what they're saying to you is don't worry. You've got to trust in your abilities. You've got this. You know how these things work. You're really good at what you do. So don't doubt that. Once you align to that, that remote job will show up for you. Okay, but stop doubting. It's a competing belief. It's like, yes, you can see it, but no, it's not happening. And there's this tug of war that is happening energetically, which is why it's not showing up for you just yet. Okay, I hope that that is supportive for you. Okay, let's see, where are we going to now? Okay, my name is Snail. Sorry, I really don't want to butcher your name. I really do apologize. What Akashic records on my twin flame journey and clearing? Thank you. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, so what they're showing me is twin flame energy is sometimes can be the hardest relationships that there are, right? So there is it's almost like they're showing me a hand, and there's about five of the biggest teachers that come out for you in with twin flames. And I know this sounds completely it's just what I'm seeing, and I trust my guides. So it's almost kind of like whether it's five lessons, whether it's five people, whether it's like you're whole and complete as it is, right? It's not that you need somebody else to complete you, but there is the signature of five very, very prominent souls that connect when you need it most. And that's important. But what your guides are saying is that remember that anything that you're expecting outside of you, you've already got within you. And that is important. Okay, so I'm just going to I'm just going to clear that quickly, any misconceptions, and I'm just going to activate your heart so that it can remember the love that you already are. And it's almost like I feel like I'm needing to do those like electrical paddles because it needs to like, it feels like it needs to shock you into this new frequency, into this new awakening, into this, because you've been stuck with this energy. Okay. And if you focus on loving yourself, it affects your twin flames. It affects all these people as well. So it's really about focusing on you because everybody's so interconnected. If you want to make those changes with your twin flame, that has to start internally with yourself. Okay, that is what the suggestion is coming in for you. Okay, I hope that supports you. Okay, let's see, where are we moving? Just randomly. Ace, Angel. Hi, Natasha. I feel like I'm good on my own, but feel weird about family. Not sure what my higher self wants me to do or what the best way is to handle them right now. Okay, Angel. So let's connect in. Okay, so I can feel the weirdness for sure. Um, it's finding out. So the weirdness within them is activating something that needs healing or understanding within you, is what's coming in. And it's almost kind of like it's either a forgiveness that needs to come in or an understanding that it's asking yourself, what is it about the situation that makes it weird, or makes you feel weird, or what is the intention? And I almost feel like you've come to shift your lineage. So once you understand what that is, and it's not that they're not telling you because it's a self-discovery that you're needing right now, right? Which is important. So it's really looking at that. Um, but yeah, that shift in energy frequency is what needs to be like uncovered. And it's an intergenerational pattern. It's something that has been inherited, and it's the healing that needs to be done because that will kind of like ripple throughout the lineage as well, for those that have before and those that are here. So that is important. Okay, for you to have a look at that. Um, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah, beautiful soul. Thanks. Okay, Lily, I feel that there is unfinished business or energy with myself, Maria, and Robert. I am good either way, but want to heal any energy related to this for more clarity. Any insights on what's going on? So as I connect in, it almost feels like Robert's a little bit disconnected right now. So it's almost like, and it's almost like he's needing to connect to himself, is what I'm seeing from you. And it's almost like giving him space. But for you, it's seeing what is the void that is there, that is important. And the unfinished business is perhaps a conversation that needs to be had in order to understand and to complete that, which is important. But it feels like Robert has come into your life to show you something about yourself that needs healing, but there needs that resolution. And perhaps there's a conversation, whether you do it physically in person or you do it from an aspect of your higher self. That needs to be done. Another way that you can complete that is to write him a letter, and then burn it, knowing that it's being sent out, which is important. Okay. I hope that that is helpful for you as well. Okay, lead with love coach. Hi, Natasha. At my daughter's wedding last night. Oh, congratulations. I injured, oh, my knee when dancing. This is the one with the torn meniscus. Ouch. Is this the sign to go about finally doing surgery? Thank you. Yeti, yes, I do feel like surgery is needed for this as well. But I'm also seeing that this is you letting go of a lot of, so our knees have energy centers that are connected to our ancestral lineage. So the right knees is connected to the tree of knowledge, which is connected to our masculine, our paternal lineage, and then the left knee is the tree of life that is connected into our maternal lineage, as well. So depending on that tree, I feel that you're doing, and these are about agility and responding and flexibility and people pleasing and all the rest of that. So what's happening is that it's fast tracking you, and there's a physical. Unfortunately, yes, you do have to. I feel that there is some medical, yeah, you might need to go about doing this operation, in order to heal it. Um, but I can see that it's time for you to slow down, and it's about you changing direction in where you're moving to, right? In career wise as well. Okay, thank you. I hope that that is supportive. Speechable. Good day, Natasha. Thank you. My name is Stacy. Can I get a message? Yes, Stacy. So Stacey, as soon as I connect into your records, yes, you're very much in your head. You're very much quite good in the way like it's you're very intellectual. Um which is, but you're also quite funny. You have a lot of joy. You just make me want to smile when I connect into your records. And the important bit is needing to find, if you've lost the joy in your life, is needing to find it again. And it's the excitement, which is important. And the message for you is know that you touch people far deeper than you actually realize. And the time and your presence that you spend with people is very important. It's very healing. Um, so yeah, continue to do that. And your joy is contagious. Okay. So know that and completely continue to find that within yourself, right? That's absolutely important. But what a joy. Find your joy. Stay with your joy. Um, that's important. Okay. So let's see. Carl, hi, Nat. I wonder if I'm able to open and read now the third and last letter I wrote to myself from the future, located in my Akashic Records hole on the pillar stand. If not, any messages from my guides. Okay, that third letter, I can open it, but it's not ready to be read yet. Your guides are saying you're impatient. They're saying that you can figure these things out. You got to trust your intuition. So, going back to that message at the beginning, it's learning to connect into your own GPS system. Okay. Um, Stop trying to cheat the system. Your guides are saying, um, you've got this. You don't have to go outside of yourself. You've got this, is what they're trying to remind you, Carl. You are quite incredible manifester. So you've got this. You don't need to fast track any of this. You are just as intuitive as I am, is what they're saying. But it's enjoying that human experience. So you're learning to work that human experience. You're learning to turn the human experience into a game where you succeed at any challenge that is thrown at you. That letter is almost ready to be read, but not yet. Okay. It's close. It's almost like something needs to happen before you're able to read the information. It's almost kind of like you need to take a step forward before that information is revealed. Remember, information is frequency based. So when I'm connecting into the records, I'm connecting into the frequencies of it. So when you are ready, that frequency will shift a little bit. So I can see it opening, but it's almost like the letters are blurred out for you. But your guides are saying, hey, stop fast trying to fast track stuff. You actually have to do the human experience because you've got all the gifts that you need to be able to do this. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, you guys made me laugh. Okay. Let's see, where are we going to next? Oh, sometimes all the thing disappears. Okay. Hi, Natasha. I'm going to court for child support and other things related to my now 18-year-old, long overdue. Any advice on how to deal with the situation? I want justice for so many things, Mari. Okay, Mari, let's connect in. Okay, Mari, what they're saying is you need to be grounded, you need to keep a level head. And it's not that you're not asking for anything that isn't yours already. So know that it's yours already. I'm just going to clear the courtroom quickly. I'm asking the violet flame of Saint Germain to move through that situation, to move through that court hearing to move through clearing, cleansing, dissolving, transmuting all lower vibrational frequencies, all static distortion and interference. I'm asking to release all veils of deception, manipulation from the lawyers, the judges, from everybody so that the truth can come out. And I'm asking for the best possible timeline for all, in all timelines, in all dimensions, and in all realities. This is my will, and so it is. They're saying be calm and just know that everything else is working out as it needs to be. Okay? Walk in with that intention that everything is working out for you and for this beautiful 18-year-old child. Okay? This is important. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I wish you luck. Please let us know next week how you got on. Carl, you don't need to be rich first before you need to think rich and believe you are rich before you can actually open that. Sorry, I just saw that. Okay. It's me, Namira. Okay, hello, Natasha. I have blocks. How will I remove my name? Okay, so Namira, I have quite a few violet flame kind of clearings free on my website. I also offer one-on-one blocks, but let me just see if I can clear also one-on-one fire cleanses. But let me see if I can clear with what's going on here. Okay, some of these blocks are self-imposed. Some of them are subconscious, and some of them are not yours. Let's see what we can release today. I'm asking for the violet flame of Saint Germain to move through your records, your physical, your etheric, your mental and emotional body, clearing, cleansing, dissolving, transmuting all blocks, all limitations in all timelines, dimensions, realms, and realities. I ask to clear everything that is conscious, unconscious, subconscious, and conscious. I ask to clear all living belief systems that stop, block, or hinder you. I ask to dissolve what's no longer serving in all timelines, in all dimensions, and in all realities. This is my will, and so it is. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I hope that feels better. Okay, let's see. Kim, can I have guidance on healing for my loneliness? I don't know why I feel this. Thank you. Okay. Oh, okay. Kim, I don't think it's actually yours. I think you might have picked it up from somewhere. Let me just remove this. I think you have an attachment. I'm calling in the violet flame. I'm calling in Archangel Raphael, and I'm calling in Archangel Metatron. And I'm asking to remove this attachment with love, with grace, with gratitude. And we release it, send it back to its source, asking Archangel Metatron to escort it back to a place of healing. And I ask Raphael to bring in healing into your system. It's attached to a loneliness that you felt when you were a child. It was part of a trying to fit in. It was a, and I'm seeing a young girl, and there's so much pressure to succeed, to do well, to fit in, like at school. Like there's so much there. There's so much pressure to be the best. And you're super smart because you have that capacity, but when you get to that place, it's pretty lonely. So there's some healing that needs to be done, and some embracing of that little girl, that was she's come up so that she can be healed, but that's what that attachment connected to. So, yeah, I hope that that is helpful. Okay. Nancy Ray, let's see. Hello, Natasha. May I please have a message on what I need to focus on um, now for my highest good and growth? Yes, absolutely, Nancy. Let's connect in. Okay, so Nancy, because you're moving as well, you're like, I feel like your crown is opening up like this and you're starting to receive a lot of information. The important thing for you is to ground, okay? Because sometimes, and you do it through eating root vegetables, walking in nature, all the rest of that you're not doing, but you need to be especially grounded now because you're receiving a lot of high frequency codes right now that you're needing for your next steps right now. You're also a star, like you've got a lot of Palladian starseed energy frequencies within you, and it's almost kind of like it feels like you've been doing quite a lot of work when you sleep at night with supporting all the changes on the planet. So it's important for you to remain grounded and charge your batteries because that is super important and that will help you to go a lot further. So, yeah, I hope that that is supportive for you as well. And you can also state that, you need to do this, as soon as possible. Like, it's important for you to tell your guides and set those boundaries and saying, I need X amount of sleep, which is important. Okay. Um, Thank you. And thank you for all that your soul does as well, right? It's absolutely important. Okay, I am going to do two more messages as we move through this. Thank you so much for the well wishes. Okay, I will be going live on Thursday with John, and I'll be live on this channel as well with my friend John and Viviani as well. So make sure you check us out. Foxy Mama, I love that handle. Hi, Natasha. May I receive a message from my guides? Thank you, Margaret from Canada. Okay, so as I connect into your records, I can definitely kind of like feel it in my jaw. I don't know if you suffer from TMJ that you're going through, but you're doing a lot of inner work, inner math work. You would benefit from connecting into seeing maybe a craniosacral therapist or doing some kind of like massages in here as well. And this is because you're doing a lot of maternal paternal lineage work and you're taking on too much responsibility. They're asking you to give responsibility where responsibility needs to be. Yes, you can handle quite a lot, and just because you can doesn't mean you must, is what they're saying, because sometimes we actually deny people learning and expanding because we take their lessons away. So give the responsibility where it needs to be. Okay. I hope that that is helpful. One more question, one more. I'm going to do, hello, Natasha. My name is Jen. Hi, Jen. I had a very unique dream and many other gifts online. All of a sudden, I am curious about my soul contracts and messages from my guides. Yes. So as I connect into you, Jen, it almost feels like it's time. It's like you were activated. It's almost kind of like it feels like, that game that you press, like it's almost like somebody tapped the top of your head and you woke up. And it's because it's divine timing and your soul has said the time is now. So with all your gifts coming in, remember that you've always had them. Right? So have fun in working with them, and you've got to trust what you get. This is a journey. It will continue to expand. It will continue to bring towards you those things, but know that sometimes when you start to awaken, we start to shift through various timelines and different frequencies, and life starts to change. The people, the places, the circumstances that once felt in alignment, they don't anymore. Okay, so it's just navigating through that without judgment, with more love, not less. Um, and that is important. Um, So that's it. Beautiful. So thank you all so much. I would love for you to join my conscious community. We have so much fun in there. We will start going live with the next 21 days. Um, it will be starting on the 20th if it's possible. Um, and it's important for us to it's really me doing my spiritual practices and my work, and I'm dragging so many of you along with me. No, I'm joking, it's not a drag. I absolutely love those group messages. We get to debrief the messages before and afterwards, and I will book for the conscious community our um, our coffee catch up. So I'll speak to you all soon, and I'll send out an email confirming the dates and the times. It would be wonderful. And I'm doing a talk tomorrow about why vibes matter in business, which I will put up as well. But if you're interested in being on that mailing list, I think that is important. Just drop me a message and I will send that to you. So sending you all lots of love. Thank you for doing what you do. And I can't wait to see you all. Lots of love to you. Thanks. Bye.